Hi everyone, Merry Christmas.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Very well. How are you? Where are you, mate?
Just out on the pier.
Very nice. Can't
I
complain.
couldn't,
Nice skies there.
couldn't have this at home without being interrupted. So
No, fair dues, fair dues. How was your Christmas?
yeah, it's alright.
Yeah,
Some turkey.
having a nice time out there.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Love it.
It's it's quiet because they have curfews and everything, so I can't exactly go everywhere.
Yeah, it's full lockdown here as well. Hi James, hi Cara. Happy Christmas.
Hiya, how you doing?
Good to see you both.
Yeah, you too.
It's great stuff. I guess a short one today. Just thought it'd be nice to catch up with Magic Week coming up. It's the busiest time of the year, right? You were saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's, I've already got a lead for Andre called Barbara, one of his friends who has come through the group. You invited to the group, and she's already asking about the sheiks and the things like that. So I'll send you that picture over. She's been talking to me on Facebook.
Brilliant. Well done, Andre and Carl.
Yeah.
Opera
Yeah, Barbara, she's called
with an O.
with an O. Yes,
Okay, she's Hungarian, I think.
yeah, an old work colleague. I've also got Shivani, a friend of mine, who's going to be buying tomorrow, which is good.
Well
So
done.
yeah,
Well
we've got
done.
Bo's just got
Uh,
Bo's got a new teamie as well, which is nice. Oh, here comes Daniel and Bo just now. I'll just let them in.
and I got Mariana, who was on one of your calls a couple of months ago.
Hmm.
Wants me to call her today about it. So
Fantastic. That's
she's on the
really
group as
good
well.
news.
Yeah.
That's really, so two strong leads for yourself already, which is good. Hi Daniel. Hi Bo. How you both doing?
Hi guys, how
Hey,
you
guys.
doing?
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hi guys, Merry Christmas.
Love it. We're just saying it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a great week for the teams. We've got Andre with 2 leads. Bo, congratulations on your first teamie. Well done.
Well
Found
done.
yourself. She filled out her email incorrectly and can't get access to the website, but we'll get it sorted very quickly, I'm sure, as soon as the office reopens. James, do you know when the office reopens? Are they off till New Year? Or are they open this?
Well, I would think that Saturday was. I would think that it probably is back open again on Tuesday. I think so because normally, since Boxing Day is a public holiday, isn't it? So I would think it would open again on Tuesday. It might be open tomorrow. You never know.
Love it, love it. I think, yeah, I think it's a public holiday, isn't it, on Monday? So I would,
I would think it is. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'd also think that it's going to be closed then tomorrow. That's cool. They'll get it. They get it sorted instantaneously when it happens. It happened with Jair as well.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's all good. What about everybody else? How was your Christmas, Daniel?
It was great. Yeah, I just spent some time with the family. Obviously, you can't do much at this time, but that's fine over Christmas anyway, isn't it? So yeah, spent some nice time with the family.
Good times. I assume everybody's on lockdown now, right, in the UK?
I think so. Yeah, pretty much, isn't it?
We're in tier 3 in Somerset. We're not in tier 4, but
Oh, so you've still got things open?
I haven't been into town. We're kind of we've bought enough food to last us, so we're probably doing our own lockdown anyway. So we're just, but I think it's less serious than like London and Brighton. So I might just stay here for a bit longer and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Scotland's gone into like a full lockdown apart from essential shops now until I believe so. Anyway, I don't watch the news, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm not 100% focused. I had a lead from yesterday, and I'm messaging so many people on social media at the moment that I can't find it.
Yeah, there's loads of what I would say as well, just for the newbies, is you can post on those work from home groups because there's thousands of people in there. I haven't had much success from that, but when I've done more local groups like Brighton job opportunities or my own personal wall, I tend to get more response when I say I'm looking for 2 team members. So it's good to post in whatever groups you feel to, but I think I get the best response when it's like a local group, because then they go, oh, she's got mutual friends of mine and things like that. This is on Facebook, and also on my personal wall, because obviously, if you can do it twice a month, that's what I used to do. And me and James used to have, you know, you can always say we're doing one-to-one calls this week, or if you know, I don't know. We just used to have quite a few people come through that, didn't we, James? Yeah.
It's a good
I
sign.
think, as with all this, it's trying everything we can.
Yeah.
We have to develop 5 new contacts a day. That's if we could just get on that in some way, even if it's maybe it's just talking to someone at the checkout at the supermarket or whatever. 5 new contacts a day is the magic number that will just create a huge momentum if we just keep going on that every day.
Yeah, it's been working for me at the moment. I've been adding as many people as I can every day on Facebook and LinkedIn, and it's starting to come through. And then also, you know, just posting every single day, whether it's about team members or whether it's about the business, it's starting to work. I mean, you saw last night someone had just randomly commented on my my madness video about the business and said, "Look, I'm interested in your business. Can you get in touch?" So I've added that person, and I'll be reaching out to it today. So I was actually quite shocked when that happened. I was very chuffed with it. Benissi has had a strong lead this week as well, which is good. She can't be here because she's got COVID at the moment, but she one of her friends who she spoke to in the summer about joining the 90-day program is interested again. She's been on Slimming World for the last 6 years and hasn't really got anywhere. So we're working on that as well. But I agree with you, James, is making constant connections and constantly reaching out to the people that you've spoken to before. What's working for me at the moment a lot of the time is like reaching out and saying, like, just catching up with people I've spoke to a few months ago who've now seen all the action that I'm taking and are a bit more responsive now. They know that it's worked for me to a certain extent, and they're very happy to. That's what happened with one of my orders last week. It was a guy who'd been watching me since the summer as well, and he said, "Look, I've watched your journey. I'm happy with it. Can I place an order?" I'm like, "Yes, you can."
That's great. Yeah, and then if you have friends that are into health and wellness and you might like that, if you don't want to, you know, if you add them into the group, they're going to be seeing what goes on. So that's the other way of doing it. If you don't, then you know that, like Barbara then approached Carl and, you know, Andre's friend. So then if you know, but obviously, yeah, through the group, they're going to be seeing what goes on as well.
Yeah, 100%. I'm Carla Robinson, that was her name. I can add her in now. The whole inviting people into the group thing really, really worked for me as well. It means that anyone who accepts your invite, you can just message them straight away and say, "Hey, thanks for joining the group. What are your goals? What are your goals for the new year?" And I'm starting so many good conversations like that. It's insane.
Oh, and for those that didn't see the call the other week, basically, I thought, because I kept going, "Oh, you've reached your weekly limit of inviting on LinkedIn." I thought, "Oh, I can't invite anymore." But what you do is, like, say if you've added someone that's looking for working online or looking for new opportunities or whatever, you know, I just do a lot of different things about what, you know, different people who might want the business, whether they're into fitness and health or whether they're, you know, mums or stay-at-home, you know, mums and stuff. That if you click on one of them, then it shows you all their friends, and there's so many people looking for opportunities at the moment. Like sometimes it's nearly every other person, but obviously some of them might want to be in their field. But as this goes on, more and more businesses are going to get shut down. So it's such a good time to just be, you know, all I do is do the same. I'm doing the same message most of the time, kind of going, "How are you doing in these crazy times? Are you still looking for opportunities?" Then if they are, I'm sending them Carl's one of the videos that Carl did and I did my testimonial on. But obviously you can send them whatever video inspires you, and then just I kind of go, just see what you think, it might interest you. You know, I don't go, "You've got to do this, it's amazing." I'm kind of quite like, but maybe if I did that a bit. So I just do my own kind of thing. So it's like no pressure, you know, see what they think. And then if they get back to me, then, you know, then we'll see what happens. But I was just noticing there's just so many people looking for things at the moment.
most
Where are you
definitely.
seeing that? Where are you seeing everybody looking for things?
So it says they're looking for opportunities. When you click on their friends, it will say, "I'm a nurse, I'm a teacher." Then it will say, "Looking for new opportunities, currently unemployed, looking for opportunities" in their status.
On LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn.
Mm.
And at the moment, I don't think many Juice Plus people are doing LinkedIn. So it kind of, I've seen like lots of success with Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but I haven't seen that many. But if someone's on LinkedIn, you know, they're probably, you know, and also like, you know, if you type in ambitious or like what Carl was saying, ambitious or self-starter, then you get, you know, more people that would probably run with this rather than someone who just wants a 9-to-5 job, I suppose.
Yeah.
My understanding of LinkedIn is that it's not so heavily monitored. You know, no, Facebook really monitors everything so closely and constantly changing things and closing things off and everything like that. Whereas LinkedIn seems to be just like a free, open scenario. That's my impression.
Mm.
Very much so. I mean, that's where I'm finding a lot of success for recruits anyway. Apart from people I know personally, I'm working on a couple of guys. One who he's just moved to Spain, but he's ex-Bristol Rovers footballer, and I've been chatting to him. He's one of 9 brothers and sisters who all have kids as well, and all have like either their own businesses or their own. I'm like, oh my god, you're a dream come true. So I'm trying to sign him up. And then there's another guy he's got his own sports management company. He's an ex-pro as well. He's got a boxer, 2 athletes, and 10 footballers on his books. So I'm trying to basically get. He was like, "Look, I think my clients would really like it." I said, "Well, why would you let me take all the commission? Why don't you join the business and then get your clients to try the product? And if they promote it to their friends and their fans, then they could also, and then you're all making money together." And he's like, "Yeah, actually, it's a good idea." So fingers crossed, something will come from that.
Yeah, and also I never get discouraged if a lot of people like you get a lot more no's than yeses on the whole, and some people won't get back to you, and then some people you'll get the pyramid scheme rubbish that isn't true. But just don't let it put you off, because then you're closer to a yes. That so many people are looking for this, and especially when we come out of lockdown and can start traveling again, like people can make money whilst they're traveling as well. So yeah.
I was speaking to someone yesterday who said that pyramid scheme to me, and I drew this diagram for them. Wait 1 second. So wait for this. Wait for this. Oh. Anyway, I drew this, right, and I said, "Look, this is Hard Rock Cafe. This is the CEO at the top. Underneath the CEO, there's 3 directors. Underneath the 3 directors, there's 9 managers. Underneath the 9 managers, there's 20 supervisors." And I kept going like that. And I said, "You know what? A corporate company have sold you a dream. They've said, look, give us all of your time, and eventually one day, maybe you could get right to the top and we'll give you everything that you want." As I said, we work in the complete opposite. We have a company and all the big people who are there to support you. You are the top of the pyramid. And everybody else, Juice Plus, your upline, everybody is there to support you and to give you the tools you need to succeed. And then if you don't succeed, then we've failed. And we don't like to fail. So I basically pitched it like that. It really frustrates me, the pyramid scheme thing, but anyway.
I know, and I would say, well, they're actually illegal, and this has been going 50 years or something? Can't remember.
Yeah, I took that this is an Amazon style business. It's like Amazon.
Yeah, it really is.
It is, and you know, because it's better to get people forward into another conversation about what they understand, rather than trying to talk about something which they don't even understand what they're talking about.
100%. 100%. Is there anyone else who is using our New Year, New You challenge to take strides forward this week and in the past couple of weeks?
I'm just going to reach out to the people that were interested before, but I've invited loads to that group that that would be interested. A lot of my friends, they're kind of a bit funny, you know. Yeah, I know that what my friends are like. Some of them, they just wouldn't do the shakes and stuff like that. But I do think I've just invited loads, and so they'll see what's going on, and then the ones that were interested before, I'll message again, and then I'll be posting. And but yeah, I'll just be posting whenever.
Can you explain, Carl, what people would be doing or what people could be doing to participate?
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, first of all, obviously posting every day about it on your own profile and about your own story. But second of all, inviting everyone on your friends list to the Facebook group. Anyone who accepts within to the group, message them and say, look, congratulations, thank you for joining. What are your goals for 2021? They'll tell you their goals. You'll say, okay, fantastic. Well, we've got the plan and the challenge. Go and tag them maybe in the welcome posts in the group, and explain what the challenge is, which is a 10-day detox and then 80 days of whole food, water, fitness, and sleep. And then introduce the concept of being able to win £500 and say, well, listen, if you're really serious, there's a chance to win £500 and you can try out our products. To do this, this is how we do it, and then tag them in another post. But it's what I've found is most people are happy to come on and happy to even try the products. They're not even bothered about the 500 quid. That's just there as a little kicker to be like, hey, just to let you know. But most importantly is invite them into the group and post every day about the products or the journey, because the people that see that, once you've invited them, even though they've not accepted, they'll be able to see the posts because it's a public group. And then once they accept, that's when you can actually have a chat to them about it, which is really cool. So, but it's a powerful, powerful tool. And if we all, so I believe in the power of team and the power of us all working together. So at whatever capacity we're all able to do this, if every day we post a picture of ourselves with our product, if you don't want to do lives, you don't need to. I recommend them doing them though. And posting videos, stories, whatever it may be, to basically get as many people to see this group as possible, and then invite them in and share transformations from the Team Rhino transformation group. If we all do that every single day, I'm telling you now, this week we'll all get a good 5 to 10 like hot leads, if not sales. Like it's been mad. So far this month I've got four sales with 3 in the pipeline. I'll smash through my 825. I will smash through it this month easily, just using this. But the thing is as well, if people don't order now, they won't be ready for their New Year's resolution. Is something when I'm messaging people, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, look, if you want to get started, you want to get ordered now so that you've got it ready for the new year. However, moving into January, we'll still be able to use the same process, the same group. It's just in January, everyone will start seeing us all together posting our journey, which is the real power of the group. That's why John's group works, right? Because there was 1,000 people initially all posting their product journey every single day. And it's hard for someone who doesn't know about Juice Plus or believe in Juice Plus, it's hard for them to ignore tons of people posting about the same thing every day, all saying great things about it. Very difficult to ignore. So that's what I'm doing to get customers. For signups, I've set myself a specific number. I was watching a TikTok video the other day, and there was a guy with like loads of views, loads of people checking out his stuff. And he was like, but I can't get any subscribers. I don't understand like why I can't find people. And they watched one of his videos, and he said, you're not telling people exactly what to do. So you need to be specific. He said, if you want to find 100 people, for example, you want to say, I want 100 people, you have to go to this video and you have to comment this word. And he said, if you start doing that, you'll start to see a little more success. So my stories over the last couple of days, I'm looking for 10 people. I'm looking for 10 individuals who are ready to get started in January, who want to actually take work and are ready to listen to me. I'm going to coach you one-on-one. We're going to work together and we're going to make this happen. And I'm going to stick to that because I've worked out that I want to do 100 people to PB next year. So I need 10 people a month at least
Yeah.
Sometimes if you say, like with team members, I always say I'm looking for 2 team members this month, because then it creates scarcity. So people might go, oh, I better, if then they see one person saying, oh, can you send me some info? And sometimes, obviously you do sign up more than 2 in the end, but sometimes that scarcity kind of works sometimes, because then they're like, oh, just 2 might, and if they were go-getters, two a month plus your team would, keep you busy anyway. But obviously, if 5 people want to join in a month, that's fine. But sometimes the scarcity thing, I find, that when I've done trainings before, they said, just put, I'm looking for 2 team members. I know some people say I'm looking for 5, but they're usually higher up. So that's what I usually do anyway.
If I'm honest, I'm getting picky with it as well. So I'm going to be very specific with anyone I speak to in the new year, and just be like, look, I'm looking for 10 people, but I'm looking for 10 people who are ready to, and I want people who've got time and action, so they can join our team for the action takers, for the people who show up all the time, and it's basically those who've got got a universal credit type thing, but they've got time and they've got drive. They just don't right now have a job. They're the kind of people I'm looking for. Someone who wants it full time, all the way with.
I think also with this, I think what I do is I just do however someone wants to work, they can work. Like if someone's got a newborn baby and they've only got 10 minutes a day, they can still be earning a living. And then 6 months down the line, when they've got more time, then they can build it up. But in the meantime, they might find a really high flyer. So what I do is I do it a bit differently to Carl. Obviously, that they both work in different ways, because someone that might only have an hour a day or half an hour a day might lead you to someone who has got 40 hours a week. So that's how I play it. I just kind of go everyone kind of, but how James does it, he says it's like a game of chess. If you make a move, they make a move. If so, like Carl, when he first started, he was calling me every time of day, and that's cool, that's great. And then other people go at a slower pace and they might call you once a week. That's fine. Everyone does the business how they want to do it. But if someone's calling you 20 times a day, then they're working, so you kind of give them more attention. If someone's calling you once a week, you could talk to them once a week. But it's up to everyone. The more work they put in, the more effort, the more bigger their paycheck is, and the more people they'll help. So but you can do it like Carl, or you can do it like me, whatever works for you. You can do it like, I only want people who've got loads of time, or you can go, I work with anyone who's, even if someone's getting 1 order a month, or one cut, or one distributor now and again, that could lead you to an NMD. That's how I see it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. The team's growing and the team's doing well. I mean, for the likes of Bo, who's going for senior partner, Daniel, I'm assuming you're wanting senior partner as soon as you can.
Absolutely.
Andre, who's making his way up. But the big focus is the 825 points plus 1 sign up.
And also, even though we're on like the 27th of the month, if you get orders in before the new year, don't go, oh, I'm not going to get to senior partner out. Maybe I should wait until the new year, because it's good to strike while the iron's hot, when people are going, actually, I'm feeling bloated from Christmas, let's do this. Because those people that are, trying the product, ordering the next few days, they might go, actually, this is great, and telling all their friends, they become a distributor in January or February. So then all the seeds you're planting, even if you don't get to senior partner this month or whatever, if it's been a slower month, it really doesn't matter, because and anything can happen. You never know what might happen in the next few days. Sometimes people go, yeah, I'll have that and that and that. But yeah, just I think it's just planting seeds, and eventually one just shoots up, and it just, or 2 shoots up, or 3, 4. But yeah.
100%. 100%. The 8, does everyone understand 825 plus 1?
No.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Carl, keep going.
I'll let you explain it, James. Go for it.
No, I don't want to say. I just want to say this is so good that we go back over these things over and over again, because the basics, we always think that everybody knows everything, and they don't. And things need to be repeated over and over again. The basics. And whenever I talk to Bob, it's always the basics, and repeated over and over and over again. Yeah,
well, 100%. And 8251, Daniel, 825 plus 1, Daniel, is so 825 points is what your personal sales each month is what you want to aim for, plus 1 sign up. And if we continuously do that every single month, and then we train somebody else to do that, and train the next person to do that, then what happens is the effect is you'll just keep growing and growing and growing, and you'll grow everyone to club status. So that if you get 825 sales in a month and 1 sign up, and then the next person gets 825 and 1 sign up, and so on and so you're ended up with 2 sign ups the second month and 1,600 points because you've got 2 people and 2 sign ups. The next month you're on what is it, 24, 3 times 825 points. I can't do the quick maths, and 3 sign-ups. And the next month, so within a couple of months' time, you'd be seeing your partner. The person under you would definitely be partner plus. The person under that would then be partner plus the month after, and so on and so forth. And what it does is it basically, by the end of the year, if you're doing at least 825 plus 1 and everyone in your team is doing the same, by the end of the year, you've got 12 sign-ups who've all at least reached partner plus, if not more. And the months that they're all doing really well and you're still doing your 825, you just keep getting promoted and promoted and promoted. And it creates this momentum of not only promotions, but it creates a momentum of this is what the business is. So there's no confusion. There's no wondering what's what. It's you go out, you get 4 sales, you get 1 sign up, 4 sales, 1 sign up, 4 sales, 1 sign up every single month. And here's how you do it. And if everybody does the same thing in your team, then you all start to succeed all together and you all start to grow all together. So for example, Bo got his sign up the other day. So if he got his 825 plus and showed her how to get her 825, next month he'd be at 1,650 with him and his sign up before they even get a sign up each. And it rolls on like that. And the reason that's good is the people underneath you very quickly get to 1,250 in volume, right? So which means they get to what's called PB. And once they're at senior partner and at PB, you're then starting to build clubs, which is what Cara's done. Like Cara is club status, and I'm aiming for that now as well in trying to get help my team
Club status, sorry.
Club status is when the person has gone underneath you has got 1,250 in points in volume every month.
That's a qualifying business.
It's qualifying business, yeah. So you can get that at senior partner. You know what? Oh, by the way, sorry, something just popped into my head, Cara. I was watching the last pajama party of the month last week or the week before. Olivia Ward was on there, and she's QSSC with 11 people in her team, right? And the reason is she's done the 825 plus 1 with every single person who's joined her team. So everyone who's coming in is helping her to her promotions, them to them promotions, and the next people to their next promotions. And it just shows the power of a small group of people all doing the 825 plus 1 together. In total, in Team Carl, there's 16. If we all came together to do 1 set DMO every single day, which they all come back to on this call, if you go and watch Pajama Party, they all come back to every single day, do your DMO, get your 825. Do your DMO, get your 825. Everybody does the exact same thing. And everybody is just going boom, promotion, boom, promotion, boom, promotion, boom, promotion. And they're just going up and up and up in club level. And I do it like this because this is the dollars that they're making as they do it, just one after the other. It's mad.
What is that DMO then, Carl?
A daily method of operation. So,
no, I mean, what are they actually doing? Like,
oh, so they add 20 to 30 people. Well, they add 50 to 100, but they add 50 to 100 people on Facebook every single day.
wow.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And the way they do that, by the way, is they do like 25 at a time. So they'll do 25 in the morning, then leave it for a few hours. Then they'll do another 25 and leave it for a few hours so they don't get blocked.
Mm.
They respond to every single Facebook story. So when you go on your stories and you scroll to the right, it says see all. You just boom, 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 and you just react to every single story.
Yeah. What's the purpose of that?
So because it goes straight into their inbox, so the person responds to that, and it means that that person is then going to see your posts in the future. the more
Do they put like
interaction.
a heart, or do they put love this? Do they put words, or are they putting like emojis and stuff?
A complete mixture. So I put some emojis and I put some words. It depends on what I'm seeing, if I'm honest. If it's something that you can't really respond to, it's just more about, as soon as you click like, the person gets a notification to say that that person, people are liking your story. And they go and get to see who liked the stories. They respond to everybody who likes their story or responds to their story, if you know what I mean. They post their own stories. They respond to birthdays, but they do personal messages. So Casey, for example, she does a voice note to their inbox rather than posting on their wall, just saying happy birthday. Hope everything's okay with you. Personally, what I started doing is I post on their wall, but I put a GIF that relates to that person and how I know that person. So if they're a chef, I might post some GIF about them, like something to do with chefing. A friend of mine is a wine connoisseur, so I posted one that was like, give me more wine the other day. Something that they know that I'm being personal to them, because it starts a conversation off. What else do? They go live every single day and they share 3 posts, one about themselves, one about the product journey, and one which is transformation. And most of the transformations, they've said that they steal from the Team Rhino transformation group I've started doing. And that's pretty much it. They get people, because they're creating so many conversations. It's mad. Oh, sorry. And the last thing is that I've been doing as well, and they do. Everyone who accepts your friend request, message them and say, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. How's everything going with you? Or, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. What I've been doing is, thanks for accepting my friend request. It's been a bit of a shitty year. I'm trying to spread some happiness. What's been the best thing that happened to you this year? Question mark. And then they come back to it.
That's great. That's a great thing to ask people.
Yeah, honestly, it's been getting so much stuff, because then you get so many people just responding to you going, oh my God, that's so good. That's really nice. That's positive. That's this, that's that. It's been nice.
And then what we're doing on LinkedIn is finding people looking for new opportunities that might be interested in this, in health and wellness, people, young mums, different groups of people would be interested in anyone really looking for opportunities. But if they say looking for opportunities in media, then you kind of don't. But there's so many people that they might even say that, and when it comes down to it, if we're in lockdown for another few months, they might just be going, okay, I've got to pay my mortgage, let's do something else. So, but obviously, if they say just looking for new opportunities, then that's yeah.
Carl, are you putting so much of what you're doing on video? You're doing short videos of everything, because
I am, yeah. It's all going to be
terribly important, because you are way ahead, right, of what. And as I've said to you before, it's so important that people understand exactly what you're doing, because even the most basic thing that you are talking about, a lot of people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think it's terribly important, because, I mean, no disrespect, but you move very, very fast with everything, right? And you are so way ahead that unless people can go back and watch videos of what you're actually doing, people are going to say, look, I it's great for you, but I just can't do what you're doing.
So what I've done since last team meeting, which was a very good point you made, I've started the Build Your Business Blueprint group, right?
Yeah.
In that group now, not only is there all the trainings like the coffee morning stuff and things like that, but I've made a Facebook training video, I've made a LinkedIn video, and what I can now do is, because what I did is I said, right, I'm doing my morning work. I'm going to record myself doing it. Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm just going to literally walk you through step by step what I do in the morning and show you how quickly you can do it.
Are you sharing your screen when you do that? And you're
yeah.
And is this on a YouTube channel?
It's on those videos are on YouTube, but they're also on the Build Your Business Blueprint Facebook group as well. So I can share links to it, or you can check it out in the group as well.
Right.
If my Facebook
and the chat now, what those two are.
Yes.
What's your YouTube channel called?
My YouTube channel, they're all, if I'm honest, they're all like hidden videos at the moment. They're not public, but
They're not.
I can share the links with you. What I'll do, if my Facebook will work just now, if you bear with me, I
think that
will.
it's very powerful if you make that YouTube channel public, because I think you're going to have people subscribing to your YouTube channel who don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a very good point, actually. And I think I need to nickname the nickname. Listen to me. I think I need to name the videos in the correct manner to do that. But I'm happy to do that. But you know what I realized is when I do it on my phone and when I do it on my laptop, it's been put onto two different bloody channels. So I need to download the videos and put the channel up properly. But yeah, I will do that, James. Thank you for the tip.
I think it's so good because, you know, as with all this stuff, people need to be able to watch things 5 times before they get it. You have to take it down to the lowest. I mean, with respect, including myself, by the way, it takes me a long time to understand these things. We have to take it down to the lowest common denominator. You know that Billy Graham, who's a big evangelistic preacher, in the end, he was speaking to an age of 8, because he felt that was the way that he could reach everyone. And so the lower we take it, the more likely we are people to get it.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I actually completely agree with that. I've heard that myself before. 1 second.
Simple is best.
And also, look, what I find, because basically, if you're trying to get all the customers yourself, it takes you a lot longer than if you've got team members. So what I would do, you can even put it more than this, but if you did it once every 2 weeks, I'm looking for 2 team members, work when you like, all the things you think, no alarm clock, flexible, work from the beach, work from home. Or you could always just say, does anyone need to make money online from home? If you feel comfortable about putting that twice a month on your Facebook, there might be some months where no one responds, but you might get somewhere you get like 7-10 people responding to a post. And it's about just doing it again and again and again. And the more people see that you're doing it and you're not giving up, then they can see it. And then when you get another bonus and another bonus, it will just grow. So people watch you, even if they're not responding, they're watching what you're doing. And but I just think that when you've got a team, your business just grows so much quicker than if you're trying to get all the the customers yourself. But just obviously do whatever feels.
Most definitely. What I'm also going to do, this is the Build Your Business Blueprint group. I think most people in here remembers now. I've just created the topic section on the right-hand side. So the main topics you'll be able to click on, and it'll bring.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So the main topics you'll be able to click on, and it'll bring up all the training videos with regards to those topics. So like getting started, which is I've made a video about building your list. I made a video about using the group that we've got, the New Year, New You, and things like that.
Carl. This is exactly right. This is so spot on, because then you don't have to repeat the conversation over and over again. You just say, watch the video.
100%. So then we've got.
The other thing I was going to say, though, because you're doing all these videos, if you do put it on YouTube, then what you're doing is if you hashtag, I mean, I don't know exactly how to do it, but when you've got more and more followers, you'll probably get strangers like looking for work from home or something and coming across your YouTube videos as well. But obviously, I'm not sure how long it takes to build up, but it might just be worth putting those on your YouTube as you go along, and then hashtagging, make money from home or whatever, because if you've done all that work, you might just get strangers, typing that into YouTube and coming across you.
Oh yeah, and the fact that you're explaining to people in detail how to do it makes it so much more credible.
Yeah, well, I might do that then. I might start calling all the videos by name, but start it with like Build Your Business Blueprint and then the name. Build Your Business Blueprint, then the name.
Yes.
Which is a good idea.
Like that's brilliant.
But see, this Facebook one, right? I literally, on my phone, I go through every step that I take in the morning. So I'll go on and I'll add a load of people, then I'll respond to a load of messages, then I'll do birthdays, then I do this, and I tell you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it as I do it. So, this one, these ones are a bit long, they're like 30 to 40 minutes, but what I can do now, and following the advice on this call, is I can break it all down into individual 5-minute videos. So this is what I do when I'm adding people. This is what I do when I'm
Brilliant.
messaging people. This is what I do when I'm, and so on and
Nothing
so
should be
forth.
more than 5 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
I think the real key with this is to make it super simple, super short, so people could say, I've got 5 minutes, I'll go and watch one of Carl's videos.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll do that then. That's fine. It really helps as well, like when we're doing these calls, to get this feedback, because otherwise I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or not, right? If it helps or if it doesn't. I just, when I think about taking action, I just go and take a lot of action. Then I figure it out afterwards, right? I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. I was actually watching a video by Gary Vee the other day, and he was asked, he said, right, what's more important? Fast action, like fast content, or quality of content? He was like, fast content. He said, why? He said, because quality is subjective. He said, so at the end of the day, he'd rather put out 10 pieces of okay content rather than one piece of amazing content. Because he's like, look, at the end of the day, it's subjective. You might come along to someone who thinks that's amazing, and someone else might think it's shite, and you might have put all your effort into it. So that's a good point for anyone who's on the call thinking about making content and stopping themselves.
Yeah.
If you look at everything I've made recently, it's just literally like, look, fucking sunglasses. One of them's in a stupid hat and this. Another one is, and I just keep banging it out as quickly as I can. Anything I think of, sod it, I'm doing it, and I just do it. It's well worth it.
Yeah, and also like what they say, it's like McDonald's. They just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just doing the same thing over and over again, and you're going to get some people saying no, some people saying yes, and it's just a numbers game with these things. And I think also when I went to this network marketing training once in it was for another company, but they said it's like bamboo. Like for ages, like bamboo, it looks like nothing's happening, and you're watering it, and it looks like nothing's happening, and then suddenly it'll just shoot up. And it's like that with network marketing. It looks like nothing's happening, and you're planting these seeds, and all of a sudden it just grows really quickly. And the other thing they said, it was like when they said when you're looking for people, they when he said it's like looking. He was kind of looking for gold, and he was like dirt. So you're looking at things, and then things don't work, and then you suddenly come across gold, and you'll find your next NMD. So he said it's a bit like you just have to keep going, and that's the main thing with this business. I mean, it's not always easy, but if it was easy, everyone would want to do it. So, but it's just about persistency and just keeping on doing it.
It really is. It really is. And we, by the way, you are all most welcome to utilize this business blueprint group, right? I'm going to keep making these videos. If you want to invite anyone you think might be interested in the business, you invite them into this group and just give them a quick walk around. So I've made all the topics at the top of the screen here. Can you see in the center of my screen now? Am I still sharing, right? It says topics, just where my thing is. I'll highlight it just there. In topics, there's getting started, Facebook training, LinkedIn training, there's all this. Please feel free to invite whomever you want into this group. If you want to invite every single friend of yours into the group and anyone who accepts, fantastic. I'd rather have 100 people in this group who potentially might join us and might be willing to take the action than, just us guys. And then it's not being as effective as it could be. Feel free. I'll keep making the videos. My personal DMO is to post one training video every single day in this group. One video every single day in the New Year, New You Challenge group, and one live video on my personal profile. Yeah. In addition to stories and posts about transformations and things like that. But that's my commitment to you guys. Every single morning last week, what I was doing, I mean, obviously a couple of days off for Christmas, but what I do is, as I wake up in the morning, I go for my walk, I do my workout, and then I'm making my breakfast, which is always my shake and my capsules. So what I'll do is by the time I've done my walk and my workout, I've already decided what I'm going to talk about on these calls, on these videos. Yeah. And I'll just make all three one after the other. So it'll be boom, I'll talk to you guys. As soon as I've done that, I'll press stop, press record, and I'll start talking about the New Year, New You Challenge. Press stop, press record, and then I'll talk something for my profile. And then within 15, 20 minutes, that's my 3 videos done for the day. And I've took so much action in 15 minutes that most people won't even take in 24 hours. And it's just literally press record, press stop, press record, press stop. Well, I actually go live, so I press live, and then I obviously just keep pressing on the different channels.
Can you send us a link to this on the WhatsApp group, this particular Facebook group? Because I hate to say it, but I can't really find it.
Yep, no worries at all. I will do that right now.
Yeah, and I think also coming to as many of the trainings and the meetings as you can get to, because it just keeps you inspired. Like sometimes I can't get to some of the evening things, but then I try to rewatch it or something like that. So sometimes someone will just say something and you go, oh, I hadn't thought of that, or they've done it a different way. And you go, actually, I'd like to do it through Instagram. Oh, actually, I'd do it through like this. Or, oh, actually, that's a really good story I could tell to my friend who's got arthritis and things like that. So it's all about stories. And so when you don't have, you might not have arthritis or autoimmune disease, but you might have friends that do. And then when you hear the testimonials, then you've got things to tell people. Go, oh, I know someone who, had autoimmune disease and now is symptom free. Do you want? Yeah, there's some really good products. Do you want me to tell you anything about that? So the stories you can you listen to the stories, and then you've got more knowledge of how it can help people that you know.
Yeah,
I agree.
I must say, Carl, I think this is absolutely superb, this business builder thing.
Thank you, mate.
I mean,
yeah, it's great.
Thank you very much. Where did that set?
No, but I apply to join it, and then you have to accept me. Is that correct?
Yeah. Bear with. I'll do that on my phone. I'm trying to change the settings here because it's
I've got it. Yeah.
group to set to private groups can be changed.
Yeah.
Hide group. Let's change it so we can be group. I'll do it on my phone. It's so much easier to operate all this stuff on the phone. My God.
Yeah. It's fascinating, isn't it? How the phone is a million times easier than the laptop. I mean, everything is easy.
Everything is easier on the phone. It's madness, honestly. Cool thing I managed to do as well for the group, I don't know if anyone can see that there, is I've actually managed to get it so that the URL for the group is /build your business blueprint.
I've got to say, I love this thing of you putting the hat on and the glasses, the dark glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I think some people would watch it just to say, what's he going to be looking like today?
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, it looks absolutely great.
That was hilarious, honestly. I didn't even know how I did it. I just suddenly had glasses and thingy on, so I just went straight into that song. I was like, right, sod it, I'll just do that.
I think it's absolutely superb. The more entertaining you can make it, the more extraordinary and unique.
Most definitely.
Is there anything that you need help with, Daniel? Because I think we've lost the other two. Is there anything specific that you're thinking, I want to do that, but I'm not sure how? Or is there anything specific that you've got questions about?
Things have become very clear for me on this call, to be honest with you. It's been very powerful for me. My DMO was the big thing that I wanted to get clear on. And I've got a lot to go on there.
Fantastic. Is your passions like I'll just give you a thing. Like my passion is traveling, so I put like picture of a Greek beach or a Thailand beach when of places I've been, and go, anyone else want to work from the beach, or beach money, so I incorporate my creativity into, or like a really nice sunset, or and so what I do is travel photography is my passion, and then also I do other things about my art or my dancing and things like that I incorporate, that's just about me. But when I'm doing my Juice Plus, or I'm looking for team members, I put beach money, anyone want to work from the beach or home, and what you can do is, like, if you've got a passion, sometimes you can incorporate that into your posts, or you can just be posting about your passions, because it doesn't have to be all Juice Plus. You just you make it your own, and because my passion is creativity and stuff like that, and I with performance and art, it's very unreliable what's coming in, but yeah, like if there's something that you're passionate about, you can always include that. That's how I include my travel photography.
Yeah, well, my passion is anything that allows me to optimize my life. Optimize t-shirt on, yeah.
Yay.
So health and fitness and all that kind of stuff, and obviously mindset, emotional mastery, that all that. That's going to fit really well. The way I see it is I always wanted to be a coach, and I spent so long trying to build that business, and eventually realized I'm just banging my head against the wall here and it's not happening. So I want to build a team and then be coaching them to be their best, you know?
Yeah.
They come as just taking the product just as a customer. I'd be quite happy to do some coaching with them, you know, help them to make other changes in their life, with their health, with their mindset, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And also, you know, with the team member, obviously helping them to build their business as best as they can.
Yeah.
I think a very, very powerful question to ask ourselves every morning when we wake up, as soon as we open our eyes, is, who can I help today? Who can I help? Who can I help? Because at the end of the day, if we're just helping people to find health, to find wealth, or whatever, then, you know, the universe, God is going to send them to us. It's true.
It really is.
And it's not all about who can I find, it's who can I help. Yeah, anyway.
And sometimes with the Cara Sparkles dancing, sometimes I'm like, oh, I really don't want to do it today or something like this. And I go, okay, higher power sorts something out. And then there was a passerby that wants to join in, and then they've got a good idea for a song. And then it all works out much better than if I was doing it on my own or whatever. And so I've been sort of doing that with business, sort of just going, okay, you know, sometimes I'm just going, okay, let it be a higher power or affirmations, trying to do that. But I'll be honest, sometimes I'm not always positive. I need to just get more positive than I am. Sometimes I'm like,
absolutely incredible. I mean, you just should go for that 100%. I mean, really, it's just incredible. It's so unique. It's so perfect for social media.
It really is. And for someone, Daniel, for someone like you, what Cara's done there, there's an opportunity to do what you want to do. So my full belief is that if you do what you want to, like, stick to your personal passions, right? So if somebody's into guitars, for example, you know, they want to be playing guitar every day. They want to be going doing things with guitars and guitars and guitars. What it does is it helps them get into a community of people that they can have a natural conversation with, so they don't feel like they're pushing the business. Once they're talking about guitars, that's when obviously they're adding new people all the time, but they're posting about their products as well as about guitars and things like this. And it creates conversations, and it creates natural conversations, which is really, really powerful. It just basically means you can build a business with Juice Plus, doing whatever you love and whatever you like. I really love that about it. It's one thing that this year as well, because I really want to do the same as you. I want to help people with their own lifestyle, their own business. And how can I help them do that?
Yeah, and with this, there's a lot of coaching, because you're coaching people like if they want to make health changes, but then you're coaching people like, say, if they want to buy a house and they're on like £8 an hour. How can you ever, you know, with the current thing how it is, the houses are so expensive and the wages are so low, so it's like it's out of reach for most people. But with this business, they could be able to buy their own home, or they want to spend time with their kids and be flexible. They don't want to have to wake up at 7 each morning. They want to just be flexible and start work at 11 or whenever they want. So I guess it's like, yeah, designing your life. Like, that's what's great about Juice Plus. It's so flexible around your life, and you can make it as big or as small as you want. You know, if so, you know, I was just doing it to pay for my trips abroad to start with, and now, you know, now I'm gonna step it up again. You know,
I mean, a very good question to ask ourselves and to anyone else that we're working with is, what do you want to be earning in 1 year's time?
Yeah.
That's the number one question. That's the question that Bob, my sponsor, always asks people. What do you want to be earning in 1 year's time? It focuses the mind completely, and then we work it backwards. So if anyone has got a qualifying business, you know, they're earning £2,500 a year. That's it. You know, fantastic. You know, 3 people with 24 customers each in your team, and you're earning 10,000 a year. 12 people, you're earning 30,000 a year. I mean, it's whatever people.
Club 39, you're earning £5 a month.
That's it. And if you can see it, you can have it. That's it. Most people, it's always when people can't see things that they go, oh, what's the point? You know, but once people think, right, this is it, I can earn £5,000 a month. I mean, it's incredibly.
And how long realistically would it take to build a business like that? Club 39, 5K a month?
Club 39, I think you've got to be thinking for that. I mean, bog standard, you know, scenario, 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, and some people could get there far faster, right? But if you're consistent every single day, hard at it every single day, you know, it's either 5 years hard work or 40 years with no future after that.
Absolutely.
Why not 5 years? 5 years hard, all-out work, where you're learning as you go. When you first start, you haven't got a clue what you're doing, but you just keep going and keep going and keep going, and in the end, you're flying.
Yeah, there's one way of thinking about it as well. One way of thinking about that, Daniel, is if you think about that 825 plus one we were talking about,
Yeah.
you could actually basically add it up, and you could work it out exactly how many months it would take if you and your team just kept doing 825 plus one. Sorry, I'll stop sharing my screen now. I wanted to change everything to public because James had just said on YouTube. But I mean, think about that 825 plus one, right? And let's be honest, you want more than one sign up a month. But if everyone did that, by the end of the year, you'd have 12 people in your team, right?
Mm-hmm.
In reality, 6 of those people should be senior partner by the end of the year, which would basically mean you're close to, if not miles away from Club 6. Would you agree, James? Because 6 people as senior partners should be getting about qualifying business.
Yeah.
So by the end of the year, you'd be Club 6. By the end of year 2, Club 12. The end of year 3, Club 18, and so on and so forth. But if you sped it up and you were getting 825 plus 2 or 825 plus 3, then you can get to mad levels within the year, you know, within 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, this with Olivia Measure, she focused on beauticians and hairdressers because it helps your hair, it helps your thing. I think those are the main people she did. But she did 100 people frontline, and she did that through Twitter. And after a year and a half, she was making 50,000 a month. So you know that it's a lot of work. But what job could you give?
Sorry, after how long?
I think she did it in a year. She became the youngest PMD in the world. Was it about?
Yeah.
I think she took a year and a half to get to PMD. Yeah. So I think it was either a year and a half or 2 years. She was earning 50,000 a month, but she worked really, really hard. But obviously, you know, having 100 people front line, and if they're like beauticians and hairdressers and people that are influencers, like if you get a personal trainer,